Hello, my beautiful people, and thank you for watching me at my YouTube channel, Maria German-Naija. Again, thank you so much for all those followers. I have now 3,000 followers, and that is so nice. Thank you so much for your support, for your discussions, for your participation. I love it. Thank you so much for that. Today, our video is, even you might recognize this one. It's a bit cold here, right? We are not in Nigeria anymore. We are not in Germany anymore. We are in Cyprus at our apartment here. And I love it. It's so sunny and nice. Not as nice and sunny like in Nigeria, but very nice as well. Today I'm going to pack with you my clinic bag for the baby because we are in week 36, about to go off. So yeah, so it's time, right? So let me first of all explain why we have decided to come to Europe or to Cyprus and to deliver. Number 4. Well, it's not due to the paper. That I can explain to you. There are two born rights towards nationality. One is the type of US, very common, where you are born. This is the nationality what you get, but this is not the most widespread, and it's also not the one that is legal or valid in Nigeria or Europe. Here we have actually, wherever you're born, you inherit the nationalities of your parents. So in this case, it's Germany and Nigeria. So our two kids, as soon as they're born, for example, our 3 kids for now, they've been born in Austria. They got nationality German and Nigerian. And with the Austrian birth certificate, we went to the embassies or to the departments and got the passport for Germany and the passport for Nigeria. Also in Nigeria, the NIN, you know this procedure, I think. It's also valid for the kids now. So here we basically, when we deliver here, number four is going to have the Cyprian, which is European Union birth certificate. With that one, I will most probably go to the capital, which is Nicosia, to the German embassy in order to get a temporary passport for the baby. And then with this one, this is a one-way ticket basically. With that one, I can travel to Germany and apply for the children passport. This good thing about the children passport is that you go to the apartment and you get it immediately the same day. They can issue it themselves, and it's also not very costly. It's 13 euros, which is around about, how much is that? 2,000? Maybe 24,000 naira. It's not too much. So, and this one is valid for 1 year, and most of the countries except US, of course, they are always special, accept this travel document for babies. At the same time, I will apply for a real, I don't know how to say that, a proper, real passport for the kid, for the baby. That will be valid 6 years. Is a bit more expensive, I think around about 100 euros. And with that one, you can also travel then US. And the longer validity is also comfortable for me because then I don't have to apply for a new passport all the time for the kids. So basically do a 2 application way, that we have a temporary one, you could say, or 1 year valid one and then a longer valid one. And with this one, you can then go to the Embassy of Nigeria. But we are trying to find out if we can actually get a Nigerian passport here. In general, the price-wise, it's the same. Funny enough, whether you have a visa or a Nigerian passport, it's basically the same. I think even the visa is a bit more expensive. And the visa they can issue the same day, while the passport usually depends on the level of corruption in the embassies, because here in Europe, the Nigerian embassies are very, very corrupt. I mean, I think the government has tried with this NIS system to prevent a lot of corruption, but you would still go to the embassy and pay them some fee in cash. Nobody knows what happens with this one. And that could be also quite an amount besides the official fee that you have in the NIS system. Just like, is it 130 or 150 US dollar? I'm not sure. Something like this. And yeah, so we will try. There is some possibility to get here on the island as well, in Nicosia, some Nigerian document. But it's not a proper embassy that they have here. They have actually the issuing department in Tel Aviv in Israel. Problem is, at the moment, you cannot really travel to Tel Aviv because of the war. So they kind of made a temporary solution in Nicosia. That is what I understood. I'll update you once we are there, I guess, because you get a lot of confusing information. I mean, in general, I have to say, I think Nigerians, and that includes my husband, of course, they would only go on recommendation or on experience. So you, instead of going the official way through the homepage or whatever, you would always say, okay, I know somebody that knows somebody, and they will give me information. And this is how I will do it. Well, this is not how I normally do it. I go to the official homepages and ask the officials how the procedure is at the moment, because normally it changes a lot. So it's a very awkward procedure for me how to see Nigerians operate and how Germans operate, but I will definitely try to go the official ways, and let's see how far we are getting for the documents of the kid. Yes. So the documents are not the reason why we deliver in Europe. The actual reason why we deliver in Europe is because of the birth mortality rate in Nigeria. I ask my husband actually a lot of times, like, don't you think my followers should know that we are pregnant? Don't you think we should share information? I wanted really with my friends that I have in Nigeria to share the information. Hey, I'm pregnant and we are so happy about it. And now we did it kind of late, just before I departed, because he was saying, no, in Nigeria you don't say it because there are evil things happening. Let me believe that is true. I don't know. Nothing happened to me anyway. And I found it very funny that when I see my friends, when they know that they're pregnant, they don't say anything. They don't automatically always go to the doctor. They start going to church and pray. And the mothers and whoever is closer to them would start praying for them. I mean, not that I have something against praying, but I would prefer a pre-examination at the doctor to see if the baby is okay, if your own health is okay, if you're taking the vitamins that you are in need of. And church can help. Of course, the mindset and the mental health is very important as well. But the doctor gives me, in this case, more assurance. You can call me very European, and I can compare it to the Nigerian way. It's, for me, I don't know. So you have, I tried to find out about statistics, and actually Nigeria has one of the highest maternity mortgage rate in the world, which was in 2023, 75,000 cases registered, which is, of course, a lot. And I have not really a comparison. Actually, it's not very common that you die because of pregnancy. Here, I don't know a single case, while so many Nigerian friends tell me they know personally people that died because of pregnancy and due to the complications of the pregnancy, or the baby dies or the mother dies or something like this. So I don't know a single case, so that of course gives you more positive vibes, but I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I personally found it very modern. The clinic that I went to in Nigeria was very modern. Everything was absolutely comparable. Maybe you get a bit more printouts of the scan, and they tell you a bit more information. Like they would really tell you, this is the size of, and this is in the normal curve, or this is a bit out of range, or this could mean something. The 3 times that I went in Nigeria, they never gave me any printout, and they basically just scanned everything and said everything is fine. So I'm missing kind of the details. I mean, I'm not a doctor, not that I'm in need of super many details, but yeah, I don't know. And then when I arrived here in Cyprus, I had a checkup with my doctor here, and I told him, listen, I'm not quite sure if you have all the numbers and reports that you need for seeing what happened the past weeks. But I provided the abnormal scan, which you conduct in the second trimester, and that was only a 1 page, right? And my doctor saw it, and he's like, yeah, but you know what? Actually, everything is on. So he had the full picture of everything, and we don't need to. Also in Nigeria, actually, although I didn't have too much information about what is happening, but I felt very safe and secured, and the clinic always knew what was going on, so I wasn't worried. So in case you are in Lagos, I think you can really safely deliver. I can imagine some remote areas where the infrastructure is not given. I mean, infrastructure is a big issue in Nigeria. It could be difficult to deliver, in a professional, quiet environment, I guess, in a clinical one. Many deliver at home, I guess. Things are happening because women don't understand what is happening. They are not getting enough information. So I think that is the bigger part of why the mortality rate is so high. That is what I think. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. So my husband was very concerned about that. There was one point, and secondly, he was like, "Yeah, but I can't be at the delivery room. They won't allow me in because we are together in the delivery room." So I squeezed his hand and shouted him. No, I'm not shouting. I'm not one of those women. But of course, I need him by my side. He's the best painkiller as well. Like, he supports me, and it's good to have him at my side when we are delivering our babies. And I said, yeah, well, but how do you know that you're not allowed into the delivery room? And he said, yeah, but this is how it happened with my mom, with the last born. And I said, yeah, I mean, Uncle Faber is now 20 years old, so it has been a while. And your mother, she delivered in Benin City. I mean, that is Lagos, and don't you think it changed? And then we asked, that was one of the first questions we did ask in the Nigerian clinic, and they said, well, yes, of course, you can come. to the delivery room as the men as well. So I think the generation of our parents, they really were, the mothers were alone delivering, but in our generation, even in Nigeria, you are allowed to be with your wife or with the mother of your baby and deliver together. Yeah, so that so far so good. And then I have to show you this amazing thing. Like my granny actually asked me, "Are you prepared, Maria, for like have you prepared everything for the baby?" And I'm like, now is number 4. You kind of feel like you have seen it all. I don't know if that is arrogant. I have maxi cozy, of course, for the car. Then I have this carrier that you have the baby at your chest and front. This is for the first 3 months. Then they get too heavy. Then you put them to the back. So I have one for the a native for putting them to the back, and I have one for putting it to the front. And then a friend of mine, she gave me all winter newborn clothes. They're very cute. Oh my goodness, you should see them. Like I have actually forgotten how lovely they look like. Then when we delivered in Austria, actually the clinic had everything that was needed. They had small nappies, they had small clothes, they had this pillow, to the pregnancy pillow, this long one. And then you can also make it like a wrap for the baby to sleep with you in the bed. But of course, you also have a separate bed. The pacifier I had to bring actually. And my own clothes, yes, I brought them, but I never used them in the hospital because they had those, those ones that they are washing because obviously you're bleeding. So, yeah, I don't know. And nevertheless, I always left the hospital after 2-3 days, and it was perfect. Like they conduct the first examinations for the baby, for the newborn baby. They put all the results. If the ears are open, if the lungs are okay, if the first peeing and pooing was happening, the breastfeeding is going on. After those 24 hours, you get the milk. And in any case, we had always a natural delivery, so everything was back, like the uterus and everything was back within a week. Always, we never had any big issues. I know many women that had bigger issues, and when it comes to C-section, it's even worse. Because then the 7 layers of skin have to heal, but that was never the case for me. So everything good. And I don't know what else to say. Now in Cyprus, I expect maybe they don't have the same service as in Austria. So I will bring some easy pajamas for myself that I can use in the clinic. And then I will bring one of the cuties, like some little panties, and I will show it to you. And some bodies. And I actually have to say, these bodies is very good. All the bodies that are long armed and legs where you have the integrated socks, they're very good because they have then you don't have problem. You don't have to put it on top of the head, which is very good. You can just change the nappy and button it like this, and then you put those trousers with integrated socks head on top, and that's basically it. And then you put it in front in the carrier. Extra paddies, of course, for mommy because bleeding is going on, of course. And that's it basically. I don't know. That's all the preparation. We never had strollers or anything. Maybe some people would say, "Oh, you're really African." I felt it makes you so immobile, and here we don't have an elevator. but we are living in the second floor, so what are you going to do with the stroller, you know? And you only need a maxi cozy for the car, obviously, and all the rest you carry the baby like this. And yeah, when they're one, they have to walk themselves. So a long way. And babies, until they are 1.5, 2, they sleep in our bed. So we have that barrier for the bed so that they don't fall off, and that we still have. So I feel very much prepared. I mean, I don't know. You could write me in the comments if you feel like anything is missing. I don't know. I feel we are very much prepared. So yeah. Any case, if you have any questions towards the delivery here in Cyprus, in Europe, if you have any question or comment towards the how things are going with deliveries in Nigeria, I would be so happy if you comment, give me an input, discuss with me. I'm always so happy when I have comments and discussions with you guys, because you're just so great. And of course, if you like my video, share it with all the mummies that are in a similar situation and are interested on that topic. And of course, super like me. Not on Tinder, anyway. But like what you have seen, of course, give me a thumbs up. And in that way, I wish all the best to you. Let me show you the belly, because I think you're always interested in that, right? You see, we are very big now. Do you actually know I never bought any maternity fashion? So I'm kind of always using 1 or 2 dresses only that are still fitting. Sorry for that. But at least no stockings anymore, because in Cyprus it's a bit warmer. Yeah, so our baby is coming 3 weeks ago, and I really, really thank you for watching, and see you very soon.